Mastodon, your majesty, the scholars and great thinkers of the East have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a weed eater. It's revolutionizing agriculture. Wow. Would be of great use to us in the north. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Northern Leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Yeah, I am straight up gonna veto me losing money. Let's see, force the counts to distribute, leave the machines in the east, halt production, defiance raising going up, farming going down, faith going up. Golden A. I love it. I like what's happening here. We always need farming. Of course, the counts. Whoop. Alright, I get to break the tie. I can bully the counts. Or I could not bully the counts. I think I need to bully the counts. I'm sorry. The Chiefs have too much defiance already. It's tyranny, I tell you. You're punishing innovation and shackling the free market. It won't like that. Will somebody please think of the economy? You're welcome, Mastodon. In fact, the market doesn't mind much. Machines go a long way to improving agriculture in other regions, making your kingdom more prosperous as a whole. Oh, thanks for the follow. Alright, and that's it for this season. Up in the north, Chief Alan Coder is hosting a grand feast at his clan hall. As long as you let the barons have free access to their schemes, but the singular Count Noble? Ugh. Koopa is being bullied like a plumber jumping on a turtle. Truly. Bad news, the Spy Master's still watching us like a shepherd watching sheep. But we aren't sheep, we're wolves. Aye, but for now, let's continue to baa and look fluffy. The Chief's aim is to raise stability to 5 or more. Alright, so the barons have gunpowder up to 2. And the monarch currently has no heir. I probably need one of those. Oh, I want to know what's going on with the avatar of Skuranorn? Chief Alan Coder and his friends have locked themselves in their lodges and are refusing to come out. They're saying they're learning the ways of Skuranorn. Meanwhile, our trade routes are drying up because of their negligence. By the blood of the dead, I swear it's that damn bear's fault. Come on, we love the bear. A dangerous thing indeed, your majesty. I know we tolerate these heathen practices in the north, but this is too much. I mean, it's making everybody quieter. You cannot be serious, your majesty. This god of wisdom and medicine is nothing but a false idol. Pah. But it's so fluffy. What do we do, Your Majesty? Our traders will lose their livelihoods if they cannot sell honey to the northerners. Let's see. So trade between the counts and barons. Is there anything particularly bad for me? I don't know. Come on, Chiefs. Tell us about the bear. I mean, if I get usurped by the bear, I'm actually kind of down with that. Go on, Count Koopa. It knows how to grow stuff. Set up trade between the counts and barons instead. Grumbling, the counts turn their attention to business with the barons. Fortunately, the honey trade brings piles of gold to all parties. Money for you, prosperous trade for everybody. See how lucrative everything is under my rule. When the chiefs eventually emerge from their lodges, they're not pleased that the counts have abandoned their trade deals, but their faith in Sugarheart's wisdom is stronger than ever. They're aggrieved and heathen. Honestly, that doesn't seem that different. We love you, Koopa. Unfortunately, Chief Alan Coder perished during the ceremonies, having eaten far too many vision mushrooms, but the other chiefs say it's how he would have wanted to go. Wow. As they put their visions into practice, the crops flourish. The Archbishop claims it's a coincidence, but the chiefs fervently believe that Sugarheart guides their hands. Chief Coder is dead. Alan Coder II joined the council. And farming is abundant in the north. And Athena joined. You're a count. That makes sense. It's now even. Meanwhile, the bears remains happy and pampered in the northern lands. I mean, I do love the bear. Alright. Ah, Sugar. I've come to ask a favor. I love it when she calls me Sugar. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies. The pickled finger of an ice giant. Lamentably, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Chief Mastadonnnn. You ask him about it, of course. Well, I do need pickled fingers. Most pleasing. Let me know how you fare. I summoned Chief Mastadonnnn to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Hello, Your Greatness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my wife. Unfortunately, I can't give you the giant's finger just yet. Giant's remains are sacred in the north. I had to take this one's finger in secrecy. My wife paid quite a lot for the privilege. The problem is, some of the other chiefs have suspicions about what I did. They're threatening to have me punished. How far are you in? I honestly don't know. 3 seasons, give or take? Crowned Bishop. Hey, I remember you from a game I was in earlier. Just married. Thank you, Mastodon, because I'm not sure how to play the game. Let's see. Crowned is in the Chiefs. And Echo Berry is in the Barrens. I forgot what I clicked. That's probably a problem. The problem is, some of the other cheat... Okay. Let's see. Just give me the finger, or you'll know the meaning of punishment. But fine. Better for me to just deny any involvement at this point. Matilda receives the giant's finger before the week's end. She is most pleased with it, I'll bet. I mean, I'm intending to be a kind and sweet ruler, but, you know, the wife wants what the wife wants. You don't displease your wife. You don't hear anything from Chief Mastadonn after your meeting, but you're certain nothing good has happened to him. Oh, you've lost a lot of money. Here's her giant finger. Your Majesty, the yields from the eastern farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. The peasants are practically drowning in cabbages. They've even hybridized a new variety of pest-resistant cabbages that cures nightmares. Dang. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could benefit the entire kingdom. By the blood of the dead, wait a moment. You can't spread our secrets to just anyone. There's Countess Athena Flower. I like the freckles. I'll have you know that our produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing cabbage trade agreement with Tavalin. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. Okay, I have to veto you spending all my money. So you can prohibit scholars to fast-track the Tavalin, trade and farming up Defiance Wibbly-Wobbly, or claim hybrid cabbages for the kingdom and distribute widely. Or wildly. Oh, which way's it gonna go? I think... Yeah, we've got an even number again. Alright. Claim the hybrid cabbages. Peasants across the land started thinking that you invented the marvelous Sugar's cabbage that begins thriving throughout the kingdom. You become known as Sugar the Gardener. Stability is civil. As for the counts, they're most affronted, citing trade secrets. They'd been planning to name it something like Cabbage of Eastern Tranquility. Come on, the Sugar cabbage is way better. But Sugar's cabbage has a better ring to it, and the council has spoken. Yeah, we will feed the cabbage to the bear. It's surprisingly high in protein. Chief Alan Coder II. Our plans are going better than expected. The Spymaster thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Please don't refer to us as mice. We're honorable warriors. There's no honor in politics, my friend, and our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Technically, counts can rebel now? How does that work? I don't actually know. I do have the extension on, so maybe if you click the icon over on this side, maybe there's like a rebel button, or maybe it's just !rebel. I honestly don't know. Oh, it's !rebel. But they wouldn't do that. Counts are buddies. Right? It'd be easy enough. If the king can't pay them, the watch will look for money elsewhere. In the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Ugh. Yeah, we're all buddies here. Okay. Let's start this auction. Only do it with a good military and your scheme is not going forward as it is paused. Oh, okay. I think scheme-wise they're actually having a real bad time here. Somewhere around here I can look at their scheme. Yeah. So far they are going behind in the schemes. Let's see. Currently leading is the Grand Bazaar, which will raise trade of the barons. It needs to be at least 5 rough. We can't let them have that. Authority going up. I'm not really opposed to that. That sounds nice, right? Okay, F&B. We got a stadium. Lowering the military. I like it. I like what happened. Thanks, Mastodon. Let's see. And trade went up thanks to Echo Berries. 1 or more regions are able to rebel, as their defiance stat is higher than both authority and stability. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they'll win the game. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. If multiple regions rebel and win, a vote between the 2 rebelling regions with the highest stat will determine the successor. Important: rebelling regions have their schemes paused. Regions with high military stat are more likely to overthrow a monarch with a rebellion. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, the rebels will win the civil war. Alright, so, yeah. Accounts could rebel. But they have the fluffiest bear. The North has betrayed us. They're salty about the bear. What did the North bear do? Koopa Commander wanted a pet bear, and the bear was just too fluffy and adorable. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So I've just got that on the verge of rebellion over there. About your heir. Yeah, let's get that before the rebellion. Your marriage to Matilda has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. It went about as well as it could be expected. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head? That's what matters. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of many cousins. I want to adopt a bear. Is the bear in the orphanage? Let's try that. The nobles won't be happy with a low-born child being elevated to the status of a royal. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, I'll have a child with my wife. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from your ruling so you can get down to business. And that feels especially creepy, being like a very old man. But hey, it's true to historical times. Your Highness, the barons of the March are attempting to amass a store of gunpowder. You know, the explosive back powder from Kurth. Gunpowder? Where can I get some of that? Kurth is the only place that produces it in large quantities, Your Majesty. The Republic is very careful about controlling their supply, and unfortunately, they're rabidly anti-monarchist. To be fair, your wife's from the Counts. They're probably older than you, even if they don't look like it. Yep, I suppose that's true. The barons have established contracts with Kurth merchants, no doubt at great expense. Without the coin to purchase more powder, however, their plot will fail. Unfortunately, the barons' trade is booming. They're no doubt stocking massive amounts of gunpowder. Damn fear! It's not gunpowder, it's powdered sugar for the fluffy bear. For the sugar cabbages. You bring the revelations, which barons wholeheartedly deny to the council. I could slap heavy tariffs on them. Yeah. Heavy tariffs. Money for you if you lower their trade. They need at least 5. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it down, but... yeah, honestly, things aren't looking great for the monarchy. Alright, 6 people. There's 8. There's still 1 person left to vote. And... blink. The voting is tied at 3. Allow the barons to import whatever they please. Money, money, money. And raise defiance. Yeah, kind of. What should the crown do about the legend? Yeah, heavy tariffs. Predictably, the barons roar about unfair treatments and the prejudices of the council, but the tariffs have passed nonetheless. Trade is prosperous, defiance is insolent. B is better when you can't stop them. A will only drop at 1. Yeah, Hear me out, guys. If we rebel, his forces will be spread thin trying to deal with us all. No barons will win now. We didn't stop them. I mean... what about the haunted furniture? Someone stop that armoire! Just as you're on your way to the council hall, an antique cabinet runs past you at blinding speed. Countess Athena follows in close pursuit. Oh, greetings, Your Highness. I'm having some trouble with my furniture. I bought it from Baron Mr. Moosh last week, and of course today I hear this has been happening to all that scoundrel's merchandise. I weren't that good-for-nothing filcher. That forest they chopped down was ancient Heartwood Grove. The trees were alive. They still are. Please, Your Grace, the council must step in. Yeah. Yeah? Chain everything from the floor. Okay. A or the Barons win. That lowers my stability, which I think... Alright. I'm trusting you. Because I have no idea what's going on. Arrest Baron Mr. Moosh and throw out all Marcher furniture. I still wish I could have adopted the bear as my heir. Stop the red tide. Yes! Wait, no one takes the silly northern superstition seriously. It's their fault, it's not mine. My authority is imperious. Up and down the kingdom, nobles are forced to take hatchets to their shiny new furniture. Some even reported hearing voices echoing from the splinters. Baron Mr. Moosh has been imprisoned. Mr. Moosh too has joined the council. Chiefs lost some wealth, barons lost some wealth, counts lost some wealth, and stability is stable. Of course, the Marcher furniture demands is never the same. Who can trust them? It's still... I still feel pretty in danger. I see some voting to rebel over there in the corner. Come on, Koopa, you wouldn't do that to me. We're bros. Oh, I saw two vote to rebel. Somewhere in the dark cellar, a nervous baroness is showing her guests a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. Behold! Great God! By my life, isn't it rarer than gold dust? Over here it is. This isn't just the biggest stockpile in the kingdom, but the only one. Now what are we gonna do with it? Okay, barons, are you going to sneak the gunpowder by raising stability? Or are you going to start manufacturing muskets and cannons by raising your military? There's a bee going on over here. Well, 2 beats 1. Alright. Alan voting on the Baron's special vote over here. He wants me shot too. Even though I got you a bear? Now that we have all this gunpowder, we can reverse engineer cursed musket designs. We just need troops to wield them. Then we'll step up our recruitment so we're ready when the time comes. I'll get to it. For the final stage of their schemes, barons must raise their military to at least 8. The endgame. At least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass, they'll win the game. There are some exceptions. 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, the final scheme stage passes at the same time. The scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win, and the final scheme passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambitious events which will appear after you've acquired an heir. Okay. You need military up. Tax the heck out of you. Tax the heck out of you. And I'm going to bribe the counts. Too late to bribe us? I mean, we'll see? You're still rebelling? But I gave you money. A city in flames. Your Grace, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Bikozov. Where once there were buildings, there's now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of peasants have died. What caused the fire? Cow kicked over a lantern, Your Grace. Some milkmaid was burning the midnight oil and must have unexpectedly cold hands. Poor cow. Yeah, poor cow. Not the peasants. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we can rebuild. Count wants more of your money, right? Yeah. I just gave you money. So, no? Offering no help to the counts. Their defiance will go up, but their trade will go down, and my stability will go down. Voting is closed. Yeah, no help. You send word to the counts of Bikozov that they will be expected to rebuild their own city without the king's help.